Like, oh, he's not Spider-Man because he hasn't suffered enough.
Now, for the people who are saying that Miles Morales can't be Spider-Man because he hasn't struggled enough, is actually insane to me, and it confirms that you actually don't read the comic books. Because did we all collectively forget that he got into a really intense battle with his uncle as the Prowler, and he watched him die, thinking that he killed his own uncle? And in that same comic book run, not even 7 issues later, did we all just collectively forget that Miles watched his mother die because the police shot her? Now, I know everybody hated Civil War too, but did we all collectively forget that Carol Danvers tried to arrest Miles Morales for something he quite literally did not do, which ultimately led Tony Stark to die literally in Miles Morales' arms? Need I remind you, Miles was only like 14, 15 years old when this happened. Miles Morales has gone through a lot. So to say that he has not struggled enough when things like this happened is beyond me. Obviously, everything changed when Miles Morales came into the 616 universe, so both of his parents are alive. I want to talk about the comic book run that went from 2018 to 2022, because in this comic book run, he has both of his parents. And a lot of people are saying he hasn't struggled enough, but he is struggling. Because if you think about it, the real struggle of being Spider-Man is having to be Spider-Man, go to school, keep a secret from your parents, have a girlfriend, and when he's older, he's gonna get a job eventually. So the real struggle of being Spider-Man is trying to find a balance between being Spider-Man and having a real normal life. Now let's talk about the latest comic book run of Miles Morales. Now, the struggle doesn't mean you have to go through a traumatic experience, because, you know, there's this thing called mental health. And in this comic book series, the creators come out saying that they're going to focus on how Miles struggles with his mental health with being Spider-Man. That is a struggle in itself. Now, I don't like mentioning this in my videos or make this information public, but I have been struggling with depression and my mental health, which is one of the reasons why I have high expectations for this comic book run, because I'm curious to see how they're going to handle Miles Morales' mental health. Now, my third and last point I want to make, people are judging and critiquing the character of Miles Morales in comparison of Peter Parker, which is completely wrong. Because y'all sit there, play the video game, watch the movie, and then compare him to the Peter Parker that you see in the comic books. But like, no, you can't do that, because Miles Morales has his own comic book runs. He has his own original stories. And yes, he does struggle. So a lot of you need to really stop being closed-minded and actually wake up.